let's hear it from L Boogie.
Yo, 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 what it do? Hey, everybody. This is the L Boogie Speaks 2 show. Probably been maybe less than a week since my last video. Turn the air conditioner up a little bit. Hope everybody's doing well. I am myself blessed and highly favored. Okay, today I want to talk about our children and how that we should try to nurture their talents. Okay, early on when they're born, and I'm going to use my son as an example. When my son was born, around about 10 months, he started walking. And not soon after that, I actually remember him crawling into the loft, getting up, and running. I was like, this little joker here crawled. That was the last time he crawled. He crawled out of me and his mom's bedroom. Crawled in there to where I was watching TV at. Got up and pampered. I was like, okay, what do we have here? So I recognized his mother too, to a certain extent, that he was good. He was going to be athletic. So as time went on, he got a little older. He just had a lot of energy, and he wouldn't go to sleep. And we decided to put him in sports. So I took him to the local recreation center in Raleigh. I think it was, I can't remember exactly where it was. Might have been near Green Road, where they was having a thing for little kids, and it was all kinds of sports to see what they pick up on well. So by then, yeah, he was 4. So he actually was, I recognized then that he was athletically gifted. Because he would go over and throw the ball, then kick the ball, then shoot the ball, and I'm just saying this to say that whatever you see your child talent as, you should nurture it. And it just ain't only about sports, it's academics. Like some children may pick up counting. It's just little things you may notice about them that if you nurture it, then you don't know what they could become. So if you have a child that, some kids start talking early and counting and can learn the alphabet and read words, and those kids become child prodigies, quote unquote. But to me, it's just that is them showing early on what their talent is, or what what they could become, a possibility of what they could become academic wise or athletic wise. In dancing, just anything, you just sit and watch them. Some kids pick up musical instruments and start playing early. Drums. I got a cousin, Monty Spells. He was a child prodigy and a drummer. He picked up 2 sticks, and this probably when he may have been 3 or 4 years old then, because I remember him banging on stuff, and he ended up being a drummer. He ended up playing the drums as a child for Shirley Caesar when he was a kid. So when you watch your children and when they come in the world, you have to, when you look at them, And I don't care if they, if you go through a few things, they may be good at this. They may be good at a lot of things, but normally they'll pick something that they want to be a part of. Like, Larry was good at more than one sport, but he gravitated towards football. He could have played baseball, he could have played soccer, lacrosse, but he played 3 sports in high school. He wrestled, ran track, and played football. But he could have easily played lacrosse or soccer, especially soccer. So you look at your children, and if even like the talking early, if they speak well and they enunciate well and they are not even 2 feet tall, then you might want to watch that child. You don't know. So you just do things to nurture them, nurture their talent. Like they pick up a horn or whatever. You don't know what you have on your hands. It could be another day, another jazz musician or whatever. Of course, you want to incorporate academics into whatever their talent is. And the way things are today, it's kind of like an impossibility for them to participate in a lot of things in school and their work not be up to par, which is cool because, they need their education. Even kids that grow up, they may not be involved in any kind of entertainment. They may not be involved in any kind of entertainment as far as music and athletics. They may have mechanical aptitude. They may be taking apart radios and stuff like that at 5 or 6 years old. So that, just watch them. You taking away a radio and put it back, because kids are like little sponges. But also, you can easily see something that they're going to pick up, that you can tell that they're good at it, to the point where if they're 2 or 3 years old, taking apart radios and whatnot, that they're special. So it's just not only athletics and entertainment. It could be academics. It could be a trade. Kids might want he might want to be under the car with his pops, changing the oil or whatever. Mechanics make good money. Electricians make good money. So you can't slight those. Little joker, 5 years old, might pick up a hammer and can hammer a nail better than an adult. So you look at him and you're like, oh wow, that's going to look okay. So you want to nurture whatever their talent is. If they have more than one talent, nurture them all and then let them choose. Let them choose what they want to do. Larry, he didn't want to play t-ball. Like, cause a lot of people say, well, let him play baseball, because baseball, if he does well in baseball, baseball careers last longer and they make more money. True. But Larry, he could have played baseball, but he didn't want to play t-ball. He liked contact. So that's what we nurtured. We nurtured football. And if they're dancing, if they have any kind of talent, if they speak well, if they can memorize poems and stuff like that early age, hey, nurture that. You nurture that, and you nurture it early. The earlier you nurture it, because evidently it's something that they would like doing, because they like doing it. So if they like whatever talent they have, you nurture that, and that's something that they'll be accustomed to participating in, and along with a good stable home environment, they won't gravitate toward other things like gangs or hanging out with the wrong set of cats or whatever like that. So when you have your children, and if you have multiple kids, only have one child, you have multiple children, watch all of them, because all of them have a talent. I have 4 brothers and 2 sisters. My oldest brother, he's passed on, but all of us have a talent, and nurtured properly and early, you don't know where their talents will take them, and that's a good thing. You don't know, but you just have to pay attention. And I believe that there shouldn't be a lot of distractions once you start making kids anyway. But today's standard, things are different. People don't believe in traditional families. There's all this other kind of nonsense that's going on. To me, regardless of what people say, it messes with the natural order of things. When you come up with all this what's going on in the world, it upsets the natural order of things and the world that we live in. And you can tell by the way society is that we have strayed off the beaten path or whatever. But I just wanted to make a short video today. That was on my mind. Kids are important. Our children are important. And if you don't want them participating in something that you don't approve of, watch them early on, and early on put them, I'll say guide them towards their talents, whatever their talents are. Some people have more than one talent. Some people play more than one sport. Some people play more than one instrument. Some people they may be good, like myself. I like speaking. I like speaking in front of people. I like to talk. I like to write. I like to communicate. That's my thing, is writing and speaking and communicating. That's my thing. Early on, when I was a little kid, I wanted to be a sportscaster. I wanted to be in the media, telling the news or whatever, and writing. That was my thing. That's what I wanted to do. Unfortunately, it wasn't nurtured properly. But you don't pass it on. You don't pass on mediocrity to your children. Whatever your family situation was, if you see that you could have done something better, or your talents could have been nurtured better, but they weren't, then when you have your children, you break that. It could be a generational curse. It could be a thing whereas, in a family, you may have families that the men are alcoholics. You may have families that, there's a thing whereas women have their kids early and don't marry. Those are called generational curses. So if all siblings in one family, be it 1 or 5 or 7, take it upon themselves to break a generational curse, that is done by doing something different. Either doing more and of different, or more of what could have been done. So it's not a thing where you just wallow in pity and be like, well, and be angry. You just move past it by investing into your kids. Whatever you put in your children is what you get out. If you're disappointed in them, if they don't meet the mark or whatever, or if you're being embarrassed by them, look back at some of the decisions you made. Look back. Look back. You know, you have to look back and say, well, I could have done better, but you can do better than what I did. That's what you do. So, with that being said, I just want to throw that out to y'all and let y'all deal with that a little bit. It's a beautiful day out here. And, you know, might turn a few corners or whatever. I might go somewhere and sit and have me a couple cocktails or whatever. But this is L Boogie, and this is the L Boogie Speaks To show. Like and subscribe. Hit the like button and subscribe. When you subscribe, you have the option of hitting a bell, clicking on a bell that will notify you every time that I do a video. Just hit like, subscribe, and it means you have a subscription to my channel and my content. Well, I won't hold you guys any further on this beautiful Saturday. This is L Boogie, and I'll say, like I always say, love each other. I'll holler at y'all. Peace.
The only way we're going to get some of this oppression and exploitation away from us or aside from us is coming. Let's hear it from L Boogie.